Thanks for joining us here at Rose Quartz Mediumship podcast, where we simply adore anything and everything healing and metaphysically based. I want to bring you into the energy that I've been experiencing over the past week or week and a half. And if you've been in the invisible offer, you are deeply immersed in the shift and transition that I've been through. But for those of you who are not, I wanted to share a little bit of this journey with you. I had originally created the invisible offer from a place of authenticity and play. I had recognized that I was not allowing a full expression of play to come out of me inside of my business. And I wanted to step into that more deeply. And so I had created the invisible offer, holding the intention of play. Only it stopped being fun. It stopped being play. The offer was put out there for $33, where people could purchase something having no idea what they were purchasing. And I thought it would be so fun for them because it would be like Christmas Eve, where they didn't know what they were going to get. And they got to sit in the excitement and the mystery and the play of not knowing. Only it stopped being that for me. And I started to recognize that I began to push and force the content that was going to go into that program and the program that would follow. And it stopped being fun. And with the invisible offer, we told people the day before the invisible offer was happening, what they had purchased, what they were getting for their $33. And the morning of the invisible offer, I was moving through my morning. I had it all planned out. I had it all scheduled out. Please notice that that doesn't sound like much fun. And I meditate every single morning. And in the morning meditation, I had this really beautiful experience, and I'm not going to go into all of the details of it because it would be too long of a podcast. But what I will tell you is that just like I was surprising people, the universe invited me into that mystery, into that surprise, into that play, into that fun. And the universe played with me the way that I was intending to play with other people. And I got a choice. Was I gonna play? Was I gonna be in the mystery of the morning of the invisible offer, allowing everything that was planned to change, not just in the invisible offer, but in the program that came after that? Or was I gonna hold on to control? And that process was such a fun and beautiful process for me, of letting go of the human control and surrendering to the intention that I had originally held when I put the invisible offer out there. Was I going to allow the universe to play with me the way that I was playing with other people? Or was I going to hold on to control? And I believe wholeheartedly that when you work with a coach or a mentor or a facilitator, part of what you get is that you can attune to the frequency that they are holding. It's a huge part of the medicine. And if I wasn't holding the frequency of play, of mystery, of fun, how could people attune to that? How could I be the tuning fork for play if I was not embodying play? And so I let go. I surrendered. I said, I'll play with you, universe. I'll play with you, God. I'll play with you, source. I'll play with you, divine. And I let everything go. I let the 2 programs that I'd planned go. And I said yes to play. I said yes to holding the tuning fork of play, of mystery, of exploration, of surrender, of personal development. And the 3-day invisible offer turned into pure magic for me and for the people inside of the container. Because they watched me embody exactly what I was inviting them to embody. I became the tuning fork for what my original intention had been. And I believe wholeheartedly that if we go to an artist, say we love the photography that comes out of a particular artist, but we go to that artist and we say, I want you to take this photograph of me. We have just taken that which makes us love their photography. We've taken their autonomy. We've taken their authenticity by forcing control of what we want in a photograph. And if we really love the artist, who they are, and the photographs that they take, we will show up in a state of surrender and allow us to be photographed by the artist in the way that the artist sees us. Similarly, if you go to an artist who paints and you love the way that they paint, but you tell them exactly how to paint your painting, you're probably not going to get the painting that you want because you took away the magic of who they are, of what makes them an artist. And I think that we do this in life. I know that I do this and have done this. And this was the magic that I got to experience with the universe, with God, with Source, with the divine. I stopped telling the universe how to paint me. I stopped saying, I want you to use this color and I want you to use that color and please use this texture and don't use that texture. I said, I trust you. I really trust you as the artist who's going to paint me in this human experience. And there's something that is so freeing about doing that. There's something so freeing about being led by the divine, by the universe, by God, by Source, rather than trying to control and force, but to relinquish that control and to recognize that God, that Source, that the universe is the artist and you are the canvas. And the universe, God, Source, divine, however it is that you say that, for me, they're the same thing. They're an artist. And I don't want to take their magic, because when I take the magic of the artist, I'm no longer getting to experience it. I'm getting a fraction of what the universe or God or Source is capable of. It's capable of painting. And if I love the way that the universe or God or Source paints, how can I then try and control how they do it? What if we allowed ourselves to be the blank canvas and said, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what you paint. I trust you. I trust the magic that you embody, and I'm ready to experience it. And that was what happened for me over the past week or week and a half. And the doors that have opened inside of me have been phenomenal. The depth of connection that I have experienced with the artist, who is God, who is the universe, who is source, who is divine, has been breathtaking. And the freedom and the ease and the peace that it has opened up inside of me and allowed myself to experience has been unreal. When I said yes to allowing the universe to play with me, I said yes to everything in that frequency. I became the tuning fork who I've always wanted to be. And when I sit in that frequency, it's like heaven on earth. And so I wanted to share this with you in the event that there's a piece there that resonates for you. And maybe you can recognize where in your life you are telling the universe or God or source how to paint. And where you are in control. And if we want the magic of the artist, we have to let them do it. We have to let them paint us. And when we have that kind of trust, when we have that kind of faith, when we have that kind of surrender, the painting that we get is going to take our breath away. And I want that for you. I didn't even know that I wanted it for me. I didn't know what it was going to be like. I had no idea. In fact, I would have told you that I thought I was doing it. And I was. I just wasn't doing it in the depth of the way that I am right now. And this experience has opened my eyes and my heart and my soul to everything that surrender has to offer me. And what I've learned about myself and what I've learned about my connection to Source, to the universe, to God, to the divine. It's like downloading 10 million books of wisdom. It's like opening yourself to the most beautiful scenes and sounds and tastes and touch that you could ever experience. And I wanted to share this experience with you. In the event that you're in a spot in your life where you're ready to be the blank canvas and you're ready to see just how beautiful God, the universe, the divine source can paint. Because when you let go and when you give up control, you're going to see the magic of the artist, and you will become the magic of God, of the universe, of source, of divine, of nature. And I hope that wherever it is that this podcast is reaching you, you're ready to be a blank canvas and surrender.